Okay, second game of the evening is Penance. Now, this game I saw on social media, and just because it was very, very unique, it kind of bills itself as a Souls-like, but it's a rhythm Souls-like. So rather than trying to master the techniques of close range combat, we're actually going to be performing exorcisms, and we have to do them in a rhythm. And I'm not going to lie, I am not the best at this game. I have made it through most of the game, and I really kind of struggled at the end, so I'm going to try a new run. I've got my trusty PlayStation controller with me, so we're going to give that a go.
In the dark days of the 11th century, the Abbey of St. Maurice guards secrets older than faith itself. Within its millennial stone walls, silence conceals truths that challenge both God and man. Master Severinus' death shakes the Abbey's foundations. At his funeral, the brothers' tears mix with whispers of suspicion. Elias watches the closed coffin and feels something terrible hides beneath the prayers. A letter hidden beneath Severinus's mattress reveals secrets the Abbey jealously conceals. His staff, marked with ancestral runes, contains a power transcending human understanding. The legacy he leaves Elias will change the fate of both worlds. Elias walks toward the cemetery. Unaware, he crosses the threshold between two worlds. He carries his master's staff and iron determination. His pilgrimage toward truth begins, but the shadows already whisper his name.
Now, this game is definitely the most unique out of all the games tonight. And
my tomb lies before you, Elias.
The story-wise, this game is fantastic.
My body rests beneath the stone, but my spirit remains. I shall be your guide on this pilgrimage toward the truth.
Now, the way this game works is you have your staff, and you will perform exorcisms, like so.
The cadence of your faith shall banish the guilt that consumes it.
It's very hard to do. There we go. Oh, damn it. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the way that obstacles work in this game.
One piece of a greater mystery.
Petals of Dawn. These petals were collected by Severinus at the medical garden. They preserve the dew of the last night. Oh, well, I'm not going to bother trying to read them because they seem to disappear too quickly for me to do that. Now, there's two main types of enemies. There's the ones you have to exorcise and the ones you have to avoid. And the problem is that in later levels, like look at that, the hitbox for them is quite annoying.
But do not abandon the prayer. Your faith must keep beating to the sacred rhythm.
There we go. Not my finest work, but we're getting the job done.
Your staff glows when a corrupted creature approaches. Pray then, activate your shield to destroy it. Fail, and guilt consumes you.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and read all these notes because they disappear faster than I can.
When it glows red,
I can read them.
Corrupted guilt is near. When it turns to amber, you can absorb it. Draw close. Pray. Purify.
There we go. I'm getting the hang of it slowly. Now, faith is the amount of damage you'll do. It's a multiplier based on your successful prayers. What the? Oh, they move.
My
Okay, that's
spirit
new.
awaits in the Codex, Elias. Return whenever doubt finds you.
I know this looks easy, but trust me, it's not. This is a result of probably about 8 hours of practice.
Absorb this to reduce guilt. But some regenerate over time. Don't drain them fully.
These are, think of them like Dark Souls bonfires. As long as you don't fully use them up, they will recharge over time. And trust me, we're going to get awful familiar with these. We're going to be using them as they're pretty much your only means of health restoration. So, you have a tiny margin of error, like microscopic margin of error in this game. But thankfully, you can play this game patiently. You can go back to shrines, and in later missions, unless you are, you have Korean level reflexes, you're going to need to.
This candle burns twisted, consumed by guilt. Pray to restore its light.
There we go. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it now. I've got to get my groove on. I was very good at this. But what I like about this game is it is kind of like Dark Souls in the sense that it requires you to do a lot of practice and have split-second timing. And it's almost is like you are parrying enemies, like so. I know I'm kind of
Demands more faith.
glossing over the story here.
Guarding her will charge its final blow. Your shield must be as swift as its strike.
It's really hard to get the attack and defense at the same time. See, I usually miss when they attack.
The Seeker does not patrol. It waits. Measure your faith and prepare your shield, for it will suddenly hurl itself at you to interrupt your prayer.
Oh, that was good. That was savage. Let's go, baby. That is a regenerating health shrine, so let's get ourselves patched up. Yeah, these things are scarce as hell, so we're gonna make sure we don't completely expend them. It's really hard to get this guy. Luckily, there's health back here. And I will be shamelessly returning to these shrines. I'm definitely not, I haven't gotten good yet.
The monolith shatters. Secrets older than faith. The path clears. Questions remain.
It's all about timing. And I'll be the first to admit, I am definitely not there yet in terms of skill. I've spent quite a few hours, and this game, it kind of hits unlike any other game. It's really, really hard to master. Like, I still feel like a complete noob, and in some ways I am.
Elias, this cloister hides what the cemetery could not reveal. Not all here is sacred.
There we go. Nice try, bro. So again, yeah, if you want to read the notes, I'll let you read them. I'll give you a bit of a play-by-play on what's happening without giving away the ending. We are a priest. Our master mysteriously passed away under some very, very dodgy circumstances.
Perfect timing is your only shield.
Let's go, baby. That was near perfect. Let's do it. Yeah, I've got a ton of games this week. So I'm trying not to let these Mondays become a regular thing because I don't think I'll have the time to stream every Monday and every Friday and every Saturday. So
Not to destroy them, but to blend them with older names. My son, this rhythm is older than our prayers.
now things get interesting. We've got 2 combos we're going to use.
Feel.
That's how it's done, boys. Yeah, the only thing I'm not a fan of in this game is the hit detection. Some enemies, once they sink into the ground, they're still able to hurt you.
Now you face both rhythms together, my son. 2 faiths in one prayer. Follow the changing pattern.
Ooh, I'm really hurt. I'm going to go back. It's going to be a bit of a walk, but there's only 1 or 2 spots for health on the map, so unfortunately, and especially later on. Thankfully, in the later levels, health becomes a little bit more common. I've got to be careful or I won't have enough health to make it back. Them's the breaks, though. Not easy being a priest. If I had to make one small suggestion, it would be for the ability to take health with you. The fact that there's only 1 point to restore your health at in most levels, or 2 at the most, it can mean that there's a lot of time spent walking back and forth. I'm not expecting... Oh, and also the hitbox is quite inconsistent. I think we're nearly there. Yeah, it's just over here. 94% guilt. We're pretty badly dinged up, so we're gonna need to wait for this to recharge a few times. It is what it is, you know. We're representing for God. We gotta do the hard work. It's a really unique premise, though. I like this game's approach to rhythm. I know I'm not very good at it, despite all my practice. I've seen some players dominate this game. I said, oh, damn it, I'm going to go back and patch myself up. I lost 8% health in one hit. The problem is that most enemies pop up, they pop up too close to you. So by the time you see them, it's already too late. Like stuff like these spiders, they're easy to dodge. But when you've got the things coming out of the grounds, you've almost got to know they're there. Like, look at that. If I'd have been walking full speed, I would have walked straight into it. So you've almost got to walk at a slower pace. Like I'm walking like half pace now. I can kind of... That's probably the first tip I'd give you. Don't do what I'm doing and like walk full speed. Maybe walk half speed. I know there's a monster here. Here we go. We're getting the hang of it now. Now I've got my health full, I should be able to make it to the end of the level. Now, a useful bit of information. Apparently the model that's used in this game, so what we're looking at for the player, the developer rotoscoped it. So for those of you who don't know what rotoscoping is, a lot of films back in the 80s used rotoscoping. One of my favourite films, Heavy Metal, used rotoscoping. And also the sequel, Heavy Metal 2000. Heavy Metal 2000 is a fantastic movie, by the way. It has a lot of culture in it. There's a lot of culture. It had, Julie Strain as the main character. Not many people who know who she is, but... Oh, damn. I missed him.
I found these symbols in forbidden texts, Elias. The Abbey...
Oh, see what I mean?
What it
like...
truly worships. Do not fear the unfamiliar rhythm, Elias. Follows its own time. Learn it as you learned the first.
Not too bad. I mean, if I hadn't made those mistakes and gotten myself messed up, it would have been fine.
The balance is their true God. Light and shadow. You were brought here to tip it. But toward which side?
Oh, that's better. Not too bad, not too bad. Nice try, bro.
This is what I found. Why they silenced me. The Abbey wears our faith like a mask.
Oh, look at that. Savage. I'm hoping I can find some health or I'm going to be in some trouble. Look at my gills. Oh,
Faith
right on
is
time.
scarce here. Every perfect prayer matters. Do not waste your devotion on careless mistakes.
These prayer altars are so valuable because they're so hard to find and so scarce. There we go. I definitely need a bit more practice at this game, that's for
I
shizzle.
brought you here as a child for a reason. You are not just a witness. You are part of what they invoke.
Not too bad, eh? That one went really well. But I will go back here and top up my health. Yeah, boy. That's how it's done. And this is just the early game. Wait till you see how, like, once you get up to like 4 or 5 colors. Oh man.
These rituals were never Christian, my son. The brothers wear our prayers like wolves wear sheepskin.
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. You can see it's getting harder and harder and harder. And once you get to 3 colors, oh, bloody hell. Like I said, the only thing that you got going for you is that you can go back and revisit altars. If you couldn't do that, I don't think I'd be able to play this game. It'd be too hard for me. Ooh. No, I love this game. It's not a super long game, but it has a lot of replay value. Much like Dark Souls. I know I shouldn't. I know a lot of people get upset when we compare everything to Dark Souls, but I can't. I guess it's probably more Dance Dance Revolution than it's more of a rhythm game.
The cloister has revealed its secret, Elias. A balance.
Phase 3. Let's go, baby.
Elias. Among these trees lie the echoes of those who walked before you. They are waiting.
I walked right into that. I'm going back to patch myself up. I know it sucks, but you've really got to manage your health in this. Like, some levels I've gotten past on like 1% health. Let's go slow. Yeah, we're getting the hang of this now. I want to get as far into the level as I can before I have to head back to patch myself up.
You are not alone here. The others, they vanished at 33. You remain.
So for some reason, all of the priests, the other priests, when they turn 33, they're killed. Oh, look at me go. Hell yeah. Okay, we need to go back and patch ourselves up, but that was it's a nice combo there, damn near flawless. If I could do that every time, we'd have this game beaten in seconds. I do wish you could take some health with you, especially given how much damage enemies do. Maybe just an Estus flask or two. Or a cross or something you can take to bless yourself. Or just a good old-fashioned can of beer. I could use a beer right now. I'm stuck with coffee, though. The only thing in this game I find a bit frustrating is the need to backtrack. But I think that, to be fair, it's probably because of my lack of skill than anything. I don't think you're supposed to do this much backtracking, but because I haven't quite mastered the game, that's why I'm having to do a bit of backtracking. There we go. The recharging health, you want to try and keep a track of where they are. Later on too, they remove the recharging health, and that's where I couldn't get any further. Once they took out the recharging health, I was like really struggling. I think it's like the second last level I got up to. I figured I'll do another run and just see how much better I've gotten. I mean, I've gotten a little better. Plenty of room for improvement. I do like this game's use of dark colours. So you notice that everything is kind of silhouetted in black and white. And when you come up against enemies that are corrupted, they're shown in red. And when you see holy items that are pure, you see them in white. So it's a really nice touch. Like you can see this flower that we've purified. It's got those white particles.
I watched you play from the scriptorium window.
Nice try, bruh.
Children, unaware of your fate, their smiles hit a cold calculation.
Yeah, not too bad. That's better. You got to kind of pay attention to the sound too. You can hear them often before you see them. Because it takes a long time to level your staff at them.
Every progress noted, every evaluation, calculating when you would be ready for the sacrifice.
It's better. I really don't want to walk back to the start of the level, but I might have to at this rate. We don't run into any health soon.
Beware. Here the envious hunt those who succeed. Your light draws their hunger.
Nice. Okay, I don't want to use this flower up because it is a temporary health source, but right now I do not want to go back to the start of the level, so I don't think that'll come back, but we'll leave a little bit of health in it.
The children of the void, a harvest of 33 years. Elias, you are the harvest. 33 years, they raised you for this.
Oh, come on. I hate those dragon things. You can never avoid getting hit by them. There we go. I know I'm not watching the chat very closely. It's because this is bloody hard and I need to hyper focus. It's all down to split-second timing in this game. Oh, come on.
Marcus knew you would come. He left a message. Find it.
Yeah, see? You can't avoid those guys. Please be a relic. I'm so badly hurt. I do not want to walk back to the start of the level, but I'm getting the sinking feeling I'm going to have to. Oh, come on.
They accepted without question. But you seek answers, Elias. That makes you dangerous to the order.
Oh, finally. Okay, so the nuns are on our side, so we can... They're like a super healing item. Behind every great priest is a great nun. Thank you. Oh, okay, that's all right. Nuns on the run. Let's go. Most of the items in this game are booby trapped, so I'm very suspicious whenever I come up to any relic or item.
Elias, they accepted. You question. That changes everything.
Oh, look, I got past him without getting hurt. Nice. Ooh, that really hurt. Going back to patch myself. I just got to assume they're always going to hit me, those snakes. I think what they need to make the animations for some of the obstacles appear earlier, because most of the time I walk straight into them. I don't have the chance to dodge them. Like, look at that. It's only because I knew that was there, and even then, like, that was back in the ground, it still hit me. I haven't used up a nun completely. I don't know if they just die if you do it, but given how scarce they are, it hasn't been in my best interests. I'm going to try and fully boost my faith. She looks more like she's dancing than praying. Maybe they're like what is it? The Indian dervishes, the ones that they pray by dancing. Is that what they are? Dervishes? I don't know. Okay, I know there's one here. Yeah, I can't avoid getting hurt by those. Okay. We are on the home stretch.
This is only the beginning. Darker truths await.
Oh, I could have just left the level, because you don't know, like, if I run into another fight and my health's too low, if you die in this game, you have to start at the beginning of the level. So that's why I'm playing very carefully.
Part of their design. The noon light reveals what darkness conceals.
Oh, you really want to do me like that? Nice try, bro. Again, I do recommend you play this game and read all the notes for yourself. I've read them all, and they kind of pop up on the screen and they won't stay there, so it's a bit hard for me to read them. But if you want to find out, I do recommend you try this for yourself. I'll keep going. Wait until I'm a bit dinged up first, and then we'll go back. Otherwise, I'll be going back to that healing spot every 5 minutes. We'll keep going.
A third rhythm awakens.
Okay, here's where things get
Deepest cadence.
all boogaloo.
3 colors now guide your prayer.
How to categorically fail. That was, I reckon I missed every single one there. Yeah, when you get to 4 colors, that's when my brain just can't do it. It's too hard for me. I'm struggling enough with 3 colors, but 4's too much for me. It's okay, I'll just take the hit. Okay, I don't even know how that guy hit me. So now we're on to 3 colors. Oh, that was close. You nearly got me.
From above, it lieth corridors, chapels, altar, all forming a cosmic scale. We walked upon it every day, blind.
Nice try, bro. Let's go. It's all right when you're doing this. Is when they start shooting at me and I'm trying to do it mid-exorcism. This one recharges too. Let's fill up. Thanks, homie. It's all right when you're exercising next to a health shrine. Even if I botch it up, it doesn't matter. I'm trying not to, but yeah, I can't describe to you how hard it is to pull these off. You have probably a tenth of a second to fire off the spell or fire off the prayer. And
these columns follow no Christian design. This place was built for something older than Rome.
Go back and patch up because that was... Yeah, I think it's just the speed of enemies is kind of ludicrous. They 9 times out of 10, good luck trying to react in time. You hear them before you see them. So I have to like crank the sound right up. So when I hear a bird or a cat or something, because like to get into this position, it takes like probably about half a second. And by the time you're ready to fire off the shield or the spell, it's too late. They've already hit you. See what I mean, those guys? Like, it's under a second. Let's try, bro. I'd rather contend with
destroyed the bell themselves.
With the objects coming down from the top, because I've got more time to react to it.
And the stars mark the hour of sacrifice.
I'm messing this up. I'm just going to let it... If I lose all my health, I'll just go back and get another one. I messed that up. Completely botched it. It's also like, in this game, once you make a mistake, if you get flustered, like I was just missing him left and right, and I was getting more frustrated, and then once you lose your frame, it's almost impossible. If you get into like a flow state, you could see then I was just like I was doing quite well, but it's hard to get into that flow state, especially on a stream, because every time I look at the chat, I mean, thankfully it's kind of dead tonight. It's actually, I'm glad it is, because I don't have to worry about watching the chat. Most of my views come from the YouTube or the playback anyway, so generally most of the time when I'm streaming it's just like making a YouTube video anyway. And I guess it's kind of good, like when I have a quiet night like this, it's good to play a game that requires me to hyper focus, so I don't need to worry about the chat. First time a streamer's ever happy that there's no one in the chat. Well, it is out of my usual Friday time slot, so generally less people around on a Monday. Although, no, I did okay last Monday. There's a few people watching. These games are very obscure too, so like I know it's not gonna have a heap of people watching this. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to showcase this, because it's probably one that's going to go past a lot of people. They're gonna miss it.
Every eclipse, a new chosen one. The cycle does not end. It never ends.
There we go. We're starting to get my groove on. Nice try, bro. I heard him.
This measures ritual time, not human time. All hands point to the eclipse when the veil is thinnest.
Okay, now it's on. Yeah, I'm starting to struggle now because the difficulty's gone through the roof.
Every fast, every confession, all training, Elias. Your entire life was preparation.
We made it.
They all knew. Every monk who raised you, every prayer they taught you, all preparation.
Go. I told you, just had to get my flow state. You see that? I smashed that down. Please be some health here. Oh, yes, here we go. Ooh. Yeah, baby.
Prayers.
Oops, damn it.
Confessions every night. Faith and guilt in perfect balance. You were their harvest.
There we go. That's how it's done, boy. I like the idea of this game because it's a really unique take on a, and again, I can't just keep calling it a Souls-like, but it's the closest comparison I can make. Yeah, I mean, it's a rhythm game based with a walking simulator, and I guess I wouldn't just call this a walking simulator by itself. The thing that's the most interesting is the story. It's really, I like how they use these giant Gothic cathedrals and the religious themes. The story's really interesting too.
Pact between light and shadow. You are their perfect offering.
I couldn't do this last time. See if we can do it. Yes! Oh, we smoked him. We smoked him, son. Let's go.
Beneath the altar lies a door, Elias. The key I left you opens it. Marcus, Tobias, Johannes, wait below.
Woo! I've never done this. I've never made it this far. I reckon let's do it. Let's do one more level.
You have descended, my son. This place is older than faith itself. The dead here do not sleep.
We're on a roll, baby. We're on a roll.
This cold comes from centuries of sacrifice, Elias. You walk upon layers of death.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting better at this. I just need a little bit of practice. Nice try, bro.
The whispers are real. The previous chosen are trapped between worlds, suspended forever in balance.
Let's go. Let's go. That was damn near perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go get some health. Gonna go back. Yeah, baby. That's how it's done. I'd love to do another run once I get really good at the rhythm. And just like without any backtracking, just go like smash straight through. I'm nowhere near that good. I'm getting better though. Like I'm like this mission. I don't think I could have done on my first run. I wouldn't have been good enough. Okay, let's get myself patched up again. The important thing is to make sure you don't use all these healing shrines up. And I think on hard mode, I think there is a harder mode to this. We're playing, I think, on the standard difficulty, which is hard enough in itself. The only thing about this game that I would say is a bit short is the difficulty, the length of the game. That's where the game falls short, I should say. Well, literally, it is short. It's not a very long game, and the thing is that there's a lot of replayability in this. Because it's not a very long game, I'd find myself coming back to having like another crack at it. See if I can get through without any backtracking. Try a higher difficulty.
The veil is thin here, Elias. The crypt exists in both worlds, and so do you.
Well, not my best work. We'll head back when we can. Those candles are very small use, and they only restore a tiny bit of health. So, as much as it is a pain, we're going to walk back and get some more health. We're going to do this mission. But yeah, this game, very, very obscure. I haven't seen many people playing it, and apart from a few trailers, like on the few sites I'm in, this game came up in a couple of Souls-like sites of all things, and a lot of the people, a lot of the other streamers that play similar games to me recommended this one, so I thought I'll give it a try. And the developers obviously seen my work because they'd already approved me to give this one a try. So if you're out there, developer, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm going to wait until I can fully charge. Faith kind of acts as your armor, so when you make mistakes, your guilt doesn't go down, your faith does. And with every successful prayer, you'll increase your faith. So think of it like armor. You want to keep your faith high, but you definitely want to manage your guilt, which is pretty much your health. This ought to see us through though. Now we're full health. I'm really keen to see how this game ends. And I kind of feel like we're close to the end, although I probably won't be able to do the last level on stream. We'll see how we go. I think it's gonna be enough of a fight just to get to the last level. Whoops. The fact that there was a candle there means we've got another fight coming up, so... these only give a small, tiny percentage of health, so it wouldn't have filled my health anyway.
These shadows are failed sacrifices, Elias. Chosen ones whose balance was not perfect. Neither
Here we go.
living nor dead. Hungry for what they lack.
Oh, that was nicely done. Very smooth.
The ritual is transference, not death.
Damn,
Your faith
not fast enough.
light. Your guilt breeds shadow.
Not my best work.
The chains anchor your soul. Without them, your spirit would escape before the ritual completes.
Okay, we're going to have to use that candle. I'm not walking all the way back to the start of the level. We'll keep a little bit left just in case it does recharge. I think it recharges very slowly. We'll come back and have a look later.
Every stone here was placed for the chosen one who would come. Generation after generation, you are the next link in a chain that has no end.
That was hard. The timing's getting even harder with each run. It's getting
Approaches.
harder and harder and harder to keep up that rhythm.
A new beginning.
Oh, regenerating health. Thank you. Oh no, it's not regenerating anymore. Yeah, this is where things start to get interesting, because now infinite health is no longer a thing. We'll leave some of that there.
You feel it, my son. The altar awaits ahead, where blood flows downward to something no one has seen.
Oh, come on, I did that. I'm rattled, so I can't do it. No, it was too hard. Anyway, I am going to have to move on to the next game, because in order to run this level again, I would have to start at the very beginning and go through that entire level to start with. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I think some sort of checkpoint system, at least when you get to one of those religious relics, would really help. Even if it was something that you could turn off, because it seems incredibly punishing that if you fail, you go right back to the start of the level, and have to do that all over, like fight half an hour worth of enemies to get back to where I am. So look, I'd like to do another run, but I'd be here all night otherwise. But that's really the only bad thing I can say about the game. I mean, it is hard as nails. You know what you're signing up to. I knew what I was signing up to when I accepted to review the game. But yeah, overall, the reason why I like it is that it's a very unique take on a rhythm game. It's kind of a mix of like a Souls-like / rhythm game. It has a very unique art style. It's very colourful. It uses colour, minimalist colour in a really fantastic way. And yeah, the fact that this has come from such a small development team, I'm really excited to see what they're going to be working on next. Because if this is anything to go by, they're extremely talented. So if you're a fan of Souls-likes like me, if you like rhythm games like Dance Dance Revolution, Everhood, any of those games where you have to use reflexes and rhythm, this game is definitely one you want to try out. But just be aware, it's as hard as nails. You're going to be really struggling. But if, like me, you relish a bit of a challenge and you're a bit of a masochist, this game might be just what the doctor ordered. But we are going to move on to the next game. Yeah, go and check this one out. I highly recommend it. It is really fun, but it's bloody hard.